Gonna hitch a ride on the jet stream from the other side. Ha! American right wingers, American left wingers, ideologues. I love Obama. I just love him. I wish he could be president forever. I love Trump, our Lord and Savior. Mommy. Grown fucking men. Grown women. 60, 70-year-old fucking beyond fucking little children. It's disturbing. It's disturbing. Fucking the Putin sympathizers, all the rage. And any of you people that really think that this is a government in the United States, completely hijack and take it. 1945, the war to oil, it's 1979, increasing nominal wages. Kids, this is my class when I taught at the #1 school of business in the United States. Completely, #1, via the testing. #1, I was a student professor there. Fucking did it. Blackballed. Taken over by Warren Buffett. They don't even rank in the top 300. Fucking, how's that even possible? So, this is the Irony Weber State Free Library War Profiteer Book of the Day. Why are they just dumping all this Russian? I mean, are you kidding me? Because there's some fucking ideologues. That's why. What is the 3 branches of government? Children. Autograph by Council of Foreign Relations. If you don't think these secret fucking CIA, John Kennedy, CIA is so out of control. Remember when I used to tell you that Jill Stein's father was freaking KGB, whatever, probably killed Dillinger, and then we leaked her stock portfolio? You didn't believe me until the picture showed up with her, with Putin. How about General Flynn? With Putin. You really like that creep. I mean, the murder he's responsible for, gassing people. Oh, well, where did he learn it? From Obama. Where did he learn it? From Trump. Where's your delicious piece? I still have it. It's right there. My delicious. Oh, me and King Z, I was just dining on a delicious piece of chocolate cake while he was droning people to death. Trump, he's so smart. Obama smarter. Giuliani comes out yesterday. He says in a conversation with Putin, Trump had no idea what those were. He says, well, you know those dome things right there. Well, he had no, and you know, he claims all this religious bias. He didn't know what those were. He says they're churches. 3 branches of governments, kid. CIA, NSA, Council of Foreign Relations. That's him. I mean, autograph copy. Written in 2011. And listen, Saudi Arabia executed 81 people in one day. They behead women. They stone women to death in public for anything. These are our freaking trade. Oh, well, these are our owners. Just remember one thing. When 9/11 happened, look up the lawsuit. I want you to look it up. The Sovereign Wealth Act, you can't sue government. What's the Sovereign Wealth Act? That's the government's dime. We don't have one in the United States, by the way. Saudi Arabia does. Can't sue them. Congress passed a law almost unanimously that you could sue them. Barack Obama vetoed it. Remember when he was standing with London Liz? I like Alex Jones claims that he's anti-monarchy when he works. There's no doubt in my mind, and I've always said this, that Alex Jones works for the KGB, which is the CIA, Edward Snowden job. And you can look this up. Alex Jones was asked twice, mutually exclusive. It's out there. Twice. People calling in on his show. Well, you know, because he took on Fukushima. Why did he take on Fukushima? Because it was under Obama's watch. I mean, that was a way to, well, he should have, but it was all about selling, get your Patriot gear, get your bunker, your water. All these guys, look at their websites. All these guys that took on Fukushima, look at their websites, what they were selling. Get your Patriot products, hunker down in your bunker. By the way, iodine pills don't do shit. So they're not going to do anything for you. I mean, and oh, do I know? He was called in. Well, why won't you have Kevin Blanch? He's the world's foremost expert on the Fukushima truth. He is the guy. Why won't you have him on your show? Well, Kevin Blanch is an activist, and I'm, of course they're rooting for Putin. Putin's puppet, Putin's puppet. Who's Putin's greatest puppet? Barack Obama. Donald J. Trump. They're identical twins. You think there's a difference between Bush dumb, Obama dumber, and Trump dumbest and sliding with Biden? You know, how's Hunter Biden not locked in? And he's an artist. How's Manafort, the campaign manager in Ukraine? I've been in Ukraine lots of times. I mean, I was with a Ukrainian woman. Her and I were partners for 15 years. She died of leukemia. I know the dynamic there like no other. I know what's happened. I know what Russia has done to that people for decades. The price they paid, holy shit, you know nothing about what they've been through. I mean, why do you think they're so tough? You know, kind of like Syrians, kind of like Afghans. You know, this is global oligarchs that are running this fucking country. They got control. This is my class. At the #1 MBA program in the world. Not, you know, Kevin Blanche running the show. Blackballed for standing up to the oligarchs. You can't turn us into supply chain. You know, to get Warren Buffett's furniture factory, R.C. Willey's from thing. No, 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 no. Blackballed in the name of Fawn McKay Brody, in the name of Watt Misaki, in the name of Trevon Smith. Kids named the happiest, strongest middle class in world history. And there was some brilliant. Mikado himself. The Japanese, she's all over the media. Look up where she went to school. Oh, yeah, she went to Weber State. You know, the Empress. Yeah. You know, her name's right there on my thing. 17 of us graduated that year. Bachelor of Arts. The strongest finance department in the world. Not opinion. We used to beat Wharton. Oh, Trump school? Trump never went to Wharton one day. His own sister says they had a guy, and he pretended to be Trump, and he went to school, went to college, took the test, everything, which was very common in those days. People, rich oligarchs, you know, they did it for, at Yale, Skull and Bones, Bush. So, strongest middle class in the history of mankind, along the Silk Road, 1st, 2nd century. Good debate you could have on that, possibly. Huh. Some of the Scandinavian countries just not a decade or so ago. Netherlands today. United States of America, 1945 tonight. The tax rate was 99%. Let's party like it's 19. The billionaires were against the law. 400% tariffs across the. There was no goods in here. I mean, it was all made in America. Everything was made in the USA. They didn't call it America. Remember, we used to laugh when everybody called it America. Go to you foreigner. I mean, you know how it was here. 1,200 square foot house, one parent working, 3, 4, 5 kids, happy, run around outside, do all kinds of shit. No inflation. You needed money, you picked up soda bottles along the way. Oh, we recycled. Littering, if you littered, you got the shit beat out of you. Someone would fucking literally, I grew up here in San Diego in PB. Fuck, you littered on the beach, the surfers would beat the fuck out of you. If the bikers didn't. You know. But that's who runs the world. Jeff Bezos on his yacht. Think about all these oligarchs on their fucking yachts in Russia. Think about the United States. Bill Gates. Bill Gates is not a scientist. Bill Gates is not an ITer. Bill Gates never invented anything. Not one thing. He stole it from WordPerfect. Alan Ashton and Bruce Bastian here. Stole it. Look up. The lawsuit was in 2011, and you said Bill Gates was here on trial. One hung juror. That's all it takes. Just think about Elizabeth Holmes. She stole $1 billion, probably killed thousands of people. I was in the bone marrow transplant when she was doing her gig. People were coming in and saying, "Oh no, I got this test. Hey, you died." And doctors were like, "No. Found guilty. Multiple charges." And the one it was so hard to convict such a nice person. Look up her mom. Look up Liz Holmes' mother. Kenneth Lay's the Enron Queen's her mother. I said an interview yesterday, and I says, well, what's going to happen to Putin? I says, he'll go in exile, and he'll be living with Jeffrey Epstein, Kenneth Lay, and Osama bin Laden in Argentina. Where's Maxwell's list? The laws. The United States of America was against a lot of billionaires. I mean, there were nothing for you. I mean, the old Mercedes. Remember that? Mercedes wasn't the luxury good in Germany. I mean, BMWs were. Well, how are we going to turn ourselves into that? Yes. Double the price. That's what they did. I mean, you know the Grey Goose story about the oligarchs. You know, my daughter's a fashion designer, high end in Italy. You know, and people for years used to ask Kevin Lynch, "What are you up to?" Branding myself as a luxury good. He says, in the United States, these people will fall for anything. The very poorest will worship the very, if pay the dragon slayer. You could be the next Cinderella in California. You could marry Prince Harry. You can't even talk about World War I history that there was one family fighting each other. It's the same thing. It's one. Putin wrote his own documentary on his upbringing. He made his own. She's the one that exposed all that. He's not a commoner from St. Petersburg. Oh, he's from St. Petersburg, where they all are. He's not a commoner. You know, it's global oligarchs. Edward Snowjob on freaking 60 Minutes. 60 Minutes. Lake Barrett's on the news again, running his mouth. How's he? Fuck. The cover up of 3 Mile Island, the cover up of Fukushima. I know Lake Barrett personally. His gardener watches these videos. That sunflower that's in my yard. The metal one was made in Lake Barrett's yard. Well, Lake, I got Kevin Lynch on the phone. Kevin Lynch says, you're full of shit. Says these are full-blown out meltdowns at Fukushima. And you guys just, well, Kevin Lynch is right. It's genocide in the Pacific Ocean. It's ravishing the whole country. He says there's new energy called plutonium coming over the whole freaking western United States. And it's no coincidence, this heat bubble, this drought, everything. It's 2011. All the mutations, the disease, all of it. He says there's no coincidence. Well, Kevin Lynch is right. Huh. Well, that's not what you said on RT, ZRT. Think about it. They all went on there. Chris Busby to Kevin Blanche attacking me viciously on RT. Fucking Blake Barrett on RT. I remember I tell John Anthony, because I started the Million Mass March, and their answers to kettle me, I'll kettle you. I'm not going on RT. I remember when the woman interviewed me, she was vicious Russian. Like the producer, I'm like, get back, get away from me. Get away from me. No, I don't buy into imperialism. I'm not in. One in bread. Edward Snowjob on 60 Minutes. Took Lake Barrett to Leslie Stahl to tell you, took them 3,000 days to tell you what Kevin Lynch told you in 1 hour. The frogs have been boiled nicely. Fukushima. Nuclear energy is their crowning jewel. You ever sit back and think about all these people that are all pro-nuclear energy? And there's no such thing. It's like these little SMR nuclear reactors that are pushing it down. And these politicians, ignorant, selfish people will elect ignorant, selfish. They're all like, yeah, science fiction. Maybe we can go to the, get our own planet. Rocket ships, yachts. Edward Snowjob on 60 Minutes. I got to the top of the CIA. Was the #1. And by the way, he was not Special Forces. That's bullshit. I grew up in a Special Forces family. Look up my Uncle Claude's fucking obituary. Fuck. That dude was the most decorated fucking pilot in the history of this country. So CIA was on. I used to tell him, fuck your CIA. Oh, no. I knew he was. He ran the whole theater in Japan. Fucking valedictorian chemistry at BYU. Fucking 5 letters. That's the type of man. My dad, that dude was physical, beautiful, fucking incredible. My uncle, Harold Blanche, Omaha Beach. D-Day, these guys are the guys that raised me. I knew what Special Forces guys were like. Like Pat Tillman, minds like fucking traps. Physical, fucking athletic like no others. That's Edward Snowjob, twiggy legs. I jumped out of the plane, broke my leg. He's CIA. Ask Lindsay Mills, having my baby. Better get some DNA. I think it's Putin's. Putin talks like this. You ever heard Putin talk? Oh, hi. He sounds just like Bill Gates. Hi. You never hear him talk. You just passive-aggressive freak. Well, I got to the top. I had the #1 fucking clearance there was in the CIA. I was the #1 hacker, the #1 IT guy in the world. I got to the top. I found out there's another top in the CIA. Well, who is it? Global oligarchs. Remember, he was flying to Ecuador. Remember that? Julian Assange, where's Julian Assange? Where's Edward Snowden? Where's the real anonymous? Where's the real anonymous? Edward, not Snowjob. Schultz, Schwartz, MIT Media Lab. Why would Snowjob hand the chip to Laura, the MIT Media Lab's endowment's daughter? I asked Greenwald, the mouthpiece. Greenwald never put any of it out. It was all a sham. Why would he hand it to her? Aaron Swartz. I held the brick in my hand. The deciphered brick. truth means nothing to the sheep. This is all global oligarchs. They got the United States. We started out as a British colony, one by Jetstream, two by. Remember when it was against the law for foreign entities to own media? Just set the law back. Let's party like it's 1999. The tax rate on these rich fuckheads was 39%, just in 99. It's zero now. Elon Musk, oh, fuck that dude. I call him capital E-L-E, small O-N, Musk. These are the creepiest fuck. They're no different than the Russian oligarchs as the U.S. are. These two imperialist fucking powers, because they all work together. And look at Congress and look at the Senate. The Senate's all multimillionaires. You know, that's who they are. They're puppets. Fucking, they're nothing but puppets. And the fucking Russian sympathizers. Oh boy. Weird State War Profiteers. Fucking University Free Library Book of the Day. Council of Foreign Relations. Autographed copy. Kids, what's the three branches of government in the United States? And the problem is the fucking peasantry is all the rage. I'm going to be a serf. I'm going to work for the, I'm going to go along with the winning team. Royals, monarchs, billionaires. Fuck, it's so fucking creepy. Fucking not me. I'm not falling for their fucking shit. I'm not fucking playing. So, CIA. NSA, Council of Foreign Relations, the three branches of government. Putin's puppets, Putin's puppets, Putin sympathizers. Fucking, there's no doubt in my mind. Joe Rogan, fucking Alex Jones. Joe Rogan is Rush